everyone, it's Lisa at Studio Jewel. In the past on Thursdays, I've done a blog post called Ask Lisa, where you get to write in questions about fashion, family, jewelry design, pretty much anything, and I take the time to answer them. Over the past year, I've collected a lot of questions, and a lot of them are really great, but maybe don't warrant a whole blog post. So I thought I would test out my video skills again and take the time to go through some of those questions and answer them this way. I have a cheat sheet. One of the questions I get asked repeatedly is, how did you get started with your business? Now actually, I did do a blog post about that several months ago now. And so I'm going to put the link below so that you can click through and check it out and see how I got started in this crazy business. Do you ever paint your nails? Well, I did do a blog post back in December when we were getting ready for the Christmas season about different things you could do to fancy up. That would be easy to add some glitz and glamour to your holiday parties. And I did paint my nails. I have 3 daughters, so there's a lot of nail polish in my house, as you can imagine. Now, I loved it. It was so pretty and I felt so girly. But the reality is nail polish and jewelry design don't go really well together. It looks great for about 20 minutes and then I trashed it. So I love it, but no nail polish. As you can see, it just doesn't work well for my lifestyle. But if I knew I had an event to go to, I would absolutely do it. Do you do this full time? Yes, I do. This is my full-time job. I hate to call it a job because it's something I love to do. But I take 2 of my kids to school every morning, and then as soon as I drop them off, I head to the studio and I stay there until it's time to pick them up. And then I usually will go back again in the afternoon. I'll take someone with me and we'll head back in before dinner time. And in busy seasons like Christmas or Valentine's Day or Mother's Day, I will absolutely be back there again in the evenings working. So yeah, I would say full time, definitely. How much do you work in your studio a day? Well, as you can see, it's countless hours. And I do have an office that's in the home, and so even when I'm not working in the studio, then I sit down to do all the office type work, like editing photos of jewelry and things like that. So it's full-time plus. Do you have an actual studio? Yes, I do. In the past, I had a studio in our home, which was great when I was homeschooling because it gave me an opportunity to do both. But we've since moved to Indiana, and even though we are in a rental home and haven't made our official place to live here, I do have a studio that I'm using. And I really like going to work and being able to come home from work. So even though I do have work that I do at home, I leave the actual jewelry part behind. So I like that, and yes, I have an actual studio. Does anyone else work for you? My husband is my business partner, so he takes care of the business side of things. We work together when he is not working at his full-time job. My assistant / office manager / financial person is Audrey, and she takes care of a lot of communicating with customers, answering their questions, and then all the other behind-the-scenes stuff. So even though she's in Michigan and I'm in Indiana, we do work still really well together, and I miss her. And my daughter, she works as an actual jewelry artist, but now, as you can imagine, being a sophomore in high school and moving to a new school and starting a new school and all the things that are involved with that, she's not as available as she used to be, but she certainly puts in the time when she can. I am looking this year to probably hire 1 or 2 other part-time bench jewelers or other people to come to the studio and work with me, so that'll be exciting. If you could do anything in the world, what would you do? That is such a great question. When I went to college, I studied photography and illustration, and I had really great aspirations of being a National Geographic photographer. My grandfather had collected the magazines, and I would spend hours just poring over the photos, and it wasn't just the photos, it was the whole travel and exotic things. I just loved it. So that was something was my dream job, which I obviously didn't do or even try to pursue. But I think in the back of my mind, I still would love to do some traveling and documenting that way. But if I had to stop doing what I do right now and begin something new, I think I would start a DIY craft blog where I do far more projects on jewelry and home decor and outside thing, and I just love to make and create. So I think it would be fun to do it, to teach it, to photograph it, and just the whole 9 yards. Okay, this is a great one. What do you eat in the studio? If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you will, or even Facebook, I post a lot about candy and chocolate because I do have quite the sweet tooth. Now, I don't eat all the candy and the chocolate that is in my studio. It's there, and it's tempting, but I don't. It's kind of like my sweet reward when I finish a project or something. What I do eat is a lot of almonds. I love all those new flavors of almonds, especially the wasabi pea ones. Ooh, so yummy. Anyway, so almonds, that's what I eat in the studio. And a lot of water and a lot of coffee. What kind of music do you listen to in the studio? Oh my goodness, I have such a huge eclectic music taste. I love musicals, I love Christian music, I love opera, I love 80s rock, I love just about anything. I even like country music. Anyway, I love it all. So it really depends on what I'm working on, what kind of mood I'm in, and I choose my music accordingly. So you could come in and find yourself listening to just about anything at any time. I'm very grateful for Pandora and the plethora of stations they have to offer. Are you on Facebook all day? I know it may seem like it. And that I'm on Instagram or Twitter or Pinterest or whatever. The reality is I love social media and I love everything that it offers. But if I spend my time there, I'm done. I'm lost. I'm gone. So I've kind of made it a goal that I go in, I do my posting, I do my commenting, and I get out. Especially with Facebook, I do not spend a lot of time looking through and reading other people's posts. I will look for different businesses and things I want to comment on, or different people that are very important to me, but I don't spend a lot of time there because I know it would be too easy to get sucked in. So I do pay attention, but no, I don't spend a lot of time. So that's really it. That was a lot of the random questions that were there, which I thought would be fun to answer. If you have any question for me that you would love to see me answer in a blog post and win the $25 gift certificate, please email me at hello@studiojewel.com, and if I choose that question, I'll let you know and send you the gift certificate. So I hope you have a great Thursday, and I will look forward to talking to you next time. Bye.